See, so now what I do is I focus on understanding that every single time they can see straight away how a business works. And I have my business details and everything, so what I do now is I focus on understanding that no matter what, I'm learning how to invite people to my event. So guess what? I'm already showing them my event date. So you have to understand that if you have already words on the actual thing, or as Jesus Christ says, that if you have words on the business cards and you're inviting them to your event, so when you give them your business card, then you're also giving your event page as well to them. But you never have to tell them the words when you're already giving them the words of the business card. I mean, Jesus Christ says that's exactly how it is. So if you gave them the words exactly where to come and what to do on the day, then guess what? I mean, you must understand that I have a dream over here to understand that I'm charging all my teachers $200 to see me. Ask Jesus Christ to see this. I'm charging all my teachers $200 to see me on my birthday. When they're sad, but that's the funniest thing. That's the funniest thing. To invite your teachers to give you $200 to teach them, but they're teaching me for free. They're teaching me for free, but I'm charging them $200 to see me. But guess what? Approaching small. How it's just different. But I look much more because I'm asking them to give me money. I have no shame about this. I have no shame about this. But guess what? Approaching small. How I understand that there's a big difference now. I mean, the difference is they can see me now. I mean, they're aware of me at least. I understand they're aware of me and they can follow me now forever. So what I do is they have a more interest. Jesus Christ says that if you understand that when people come to follow you, that you always have much more of a happy, nice and beautiful time where other people are following you also, and making sure that no matter what, that if you're coaching yourself to deliver, I realize what's this? I mean, Jesus Christ says it's two separate boxes, is it? Alright, now guess what? I should just drop one over here. I should say it is. I'll let it be that way, but never have shame to give content or anything that you are, and then just go and give more. But since they're actually following me, I understand Jesus Christ says over here that you have to understand. It's more I say over here, but I understand it's more how I'm asking Jesus Christ over here, and I'm saying, what does Jesus Christ say about when people are following Him throughout life? I mean, what happens? I mean, Jesus Christ says they become happier. I mean, they become happier throughout time, and that's why I'm not saying that I gave my business cards over there. I gave my business cards to these people to follow me for a lifetime. Or should they become happier to see me doing something throughout life? Or should it creates more interest? Or should it creates more interest that somebody gave them a business card, or somebody gave them a personal business card because they want to invite those people into their lives, because that's why they came to the school to give the business card. So for example, I come to your school and I give you and your family my business card. I invite you into my life, yeah? And now it creates more interest. I mean, it creates more interest and it creates more happiness for you to see what I'm doing, because you were my teacher in second grade, for example. I mean, it creates more interest, yeah? And now you're happier to see me. I mean, you're happier to see what I'm doing, yeah? Because otherwise you have misery. I mean, most of all, you create more happiness for people when you give them your business card personally. And you came to the school to give your business card to people, and people are much more appreciative of you to be able to do that. I understand? I love it. But now, I understand how it feels. I understand that Miss Greenfield was looking very much younger before, and I understand now she looks more mature. I mean, she was looking very young before. I mean, she was looking so young with clear skin and everything, and now she's looking more mature, and now a little bit that way. I mean, in a sense, every single day, I'm happier. But the teachers over here, I'm pretty sure, luckily I've seen Miss Greenfield in that time in service. I understand Miss Jones and Mr. Rice over there, they're different, but I'm asking them to help me over here. So what I need to do is sell myself. So as I sell myself over here, I understand that no matter what, as I ask, I shall receive. But the thing is, I want to give them more information about what I'm doing. So what you have to do is you have to keep giving more information about services or everything. And then guess what? Probably it's much more how I feel. That I was asking them, and I'm still asking always. I'm always asking. But the thing is, I have to keep giving them information. I have to keep giving them more information about everything until they say yes. I have to convince them more. So what I have to do is give them all these business cards, and also I have to file my number at the back of a business card to give them my personal number where they can call me. And I understand I never wrote 5-minute speech or anything like that. I have more than that. I have more than all that. I realize that what's important is understanding that if you write numbers at the back of a business card, then guess what happens? I mean, you must understand that your personal number is that one, but it's just that, yeah? I mean, I'm better than that number. I'm better than all that. Or else am I honest about that number? I'm pretty sure I'm honest about that number. I'm pretty sure that's my number. that I gave. So the whole point is actually just studying upon life, and as you're studying upon what you can do, you understand exactly how to go and live your life differently. I remember this park over here. I promise you, this park over here is so different. But as you go around the block and you visit and visit and visit, I promise you, it's once in a lifetime, man. I promise you, this over here, in terms of where I was playing in this park, I was playing soccer in this park, and it was this Longfield Park over here. I'm not saying that the park is looking different now. I'm not understanding that some aspects of life over here are looking the same. You see these nice and beautiful pigeons over here. I have a family of pigeons over here. I promise you, it's a nice and beautiful. I ask Jesus Christ to see this. I promise you, beautiful pigeons, huh? I promise you, all together in a family. I promise you, eternity. I see eternity right here. I promise you, this is like. I promise you, this is how it is in eternity. Jesus Christ said. I promise you, exactly like that. I promise you, it's much more how I feel that to have a pack. I realize there's a crew of members over here of pigeons, man. We're all together, man. I mean, it's much better that you understand that when you're together. But guess what? It's much more how you can go alone as well. And you can go alone throughout life, and you can go and do something alone. But what I do first is I go and give my business cards over here to every single mailbox. And once I do that, then I can go personally to their houses and give them my nice and beautiful cards over here. And I have Nikodem's house over here. And what I can do with Nikodem's house over here, I understand Nikodem over here. So what I do is I just go and invite people quickly. But that's why I'm understanding that no matter what, that as I go and do my life quicker, I'm looking to just understand straight away how it feels about life. That's the thing, yeah? I'm understanding straight away how nice and beautiful I am. I'm appropriate. I'm totally appropriate about everything. And that's why I understand straight away how people are. And I'm understanding straight away how I can go and deliver something about life. So I place my green bag on the floor as I go and give my business card. But guess what? Actually, it's more how I feel now. I can go and check out this business card. I can check out this nice and beautiful, let's say, mailbox over here to see I did drop a business card over here. And that, I mean, luckily that business card is there. So no matter what, it's much more how I feel. I start from 26, but guess what? You must understand. I mean, make sure you understand that before you actually do anything, then just check the mailbox to see which mailbox are you continuing from in terms of giving your business cards into those mailboxes before you drop anything on the floor and before you do anything else. So that you can do your word I first, and then that way you understand straight away. Then once you do your I first over everything else, then you understand straight away how to go and live your life much more. But I have a green bag and a shoulder bag over here. But my green bag's on the floor right now, on the cement. And why is that? Because I have much more leverage to just go and have my shoulder bag on my actual back right now. And I can place my shoulder bag on the floor too, while I'm actually dropping all these mails into the actual mailboxes right now. And guess what? I mean, why is that? Why is that? Because I never have to carry 5 kilos on my back for, let's say, 1 minute or more. In a sense, so like that, I can place anything on my shoulders on the floor when I'm giving my business cards as well, so I can leverage weight, and so I can have a greater time so I can have a greater time for myself as well. But I just let it be. But that's why I'm leveraging my shoulder bag on my back right now, in terms of I'm using my shoulder bag to do better. But the thing is, I'm also putting my shoulder bag in terms of my actual, let's say, nice and beautiful, I'm doing my nice and beautiful, let's say, green bag, and I place it on the floor so I can give all my nice and beautiful content over here. So as I give my content, I give my nice and beautiful content, but my actual green bag is on my shoulder now. I mean, why is it on my shoulder now? I'm walking somewhere, and that's why. But I'm understanding that what's important for myself is to go and deliver content. But as I deliver content, I make sure that I understand anyway that what's important is to just move on. I move on quickly because I understand that I understand my biological friend I understand my friend over here may never even be over there. So I understand that his mother may be there. In a sense, so I move on. I realize that she over here, I promise you that everybody can afford it over time. But what I do is I go and give these mailboxes all my nice and beautiful content over here. And they can all see me. I promise you that Tanya Jukic is in one of these nice and beautiful houses over here. And since she's here, I'm understanding that no matter what I do is I'm dropping my mailboxes, I'm dropping my business cards in all the mailboxes. I won't lie. I'm just doing a better job only. But as I go and do a greater job, I promise you, the whole staff members, I promise you, all of them in the school, of the staff, of the teachers, inside of Cabramatta High School, I promise you, all see me. I promise you, every single one of them see me. I promise you, now, I understand that straight away that what's important is how I grow myself, and how I grow myself is different to how everything else is. And that's why I'm understanding that as I grow myself, I understand Nevenka over there never works there anymore. But she was the class of 2019. So So I'm saying that as I gave her a business card, but I move on. I mean, as soon as you, guess what? As soon as you give a business card, never try to take back the business card. We never try to grab back the business card. So what happened, I realized what did happen with that woman there is, I said, I see Nevin cards working over here. And she says, oh, no, but she went. She left at this place. But I said, hey, I see Nevin cards over here. I give one for Nevin card over here. And what happens here is, at first, I realized, no matter what, that it can be either way. But the thing is, I gave my business card to her. Meanwhile, Nevenka's never even there. I said, hey, I'm gonna give this to Nevenka. I'm gonna give this to Nevenka, but she's never working there. I love it. That's the funny thing, yeah? I love it. So what I want to do is I have Nicolin's place over here. I just place it in the mailbox. So I'll just let it be. Whereas the thing is over here, I understand that I can go say hello. I can go say hello, but I'll just move on very quickly because I understand that what happens here, I promise you, it's more how they want to talk to me forever. When they want forever to talk to me. So I'll move on. I have stuff to do. And as I go and grow myself quickly, I'm understanding that what's important for me is I'm understanding that since I'm actually asking for a speech over here, I see that they want me to have a speech with them, but guess what? It's more how I feel. And I want to give a speech. I want to give a public speaking notion, and I want to talk a bit. But that's what I have to do. Otherwise, I promise you, Jesus Christ says for me in terms of how I was giving them the nice and beautiful knowledge around here, about my nice and beautiful, let's say, convincing methods. I'm pretty sure Jesus Christ says it's more how it is, but Jesus Christ says you have to give a bit more information always. And you have to always give a bit more information about everything, and it's more how I gave everything in the knowledge over here. I'm pretty sure. And Jesus Christ says you can always give more information though. I'm pretty sure Jesus Christ says it's more enough for you to ask. And even if you ask, Jesus Christ says, even if you say, is it possible for me to give a public speaking speech over here? And you give them your details. And now because I gave them my details, I'm pretty sure it's much more likely for them to say yes. But if I had no business card to give them, then they say, then it's much more of a likeliness that they say no. But if I show myself and my business card to them and I say, this is my business card, or I have details here to promote myself and my business and to give you my business card to show you who I am. So I'm totally exposing myself here with my business card to ask. I just say, I'm a public speaker. I have this business card over here. I want to give a nice beautiful speech at your company over here. But I have a business card. I'm giving something first. I'm giving something to get something in return. But am I getting something in return? I'm getting experience in return. I'm asking for an experience. I'm giving you an experience to get an experience from you. But as soon as that's the case, I'm pretty sure these people here, I should just drop them a nice and beautiful mailbox card, which is my business card. And I focus upon understanding it's much more how it is, yeah, I love it. But how it is for me is understanding that as soon as I give a business card while asking somebody for a free speech, I love it, they're more likely to say yes, I love it. Probably that over there in Perth, or else what I've done is I had no business cards. I had no business cards, and guess what? They said no. They said no, and why is that? Because I had no business cards. I had no business cards to give them. And what did I give them on the day? I gave them nothing on the day. I just went to ask. So guess what? That's what I'm learning now. That this time is different. This time is different, and this time I understand that if I go to any school and give them a business card and I say, hey, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to your club over here. I want to be able to give a public speaking speech at your club or your company or your nice and beautiful high school or whatever it is. This is my business card. This is my number at the back. Now I understand straight away how I'm making business services around here. And I'm doing a greater job along the way because that's what you need to do. You need to be able to go and give all the nice and beautiful recommendation services that you can give other people all the time, because I understand that straight away. These nice and beautiful people over here are coming to get my business card. But I'm learning something along the way, because as soon as I came here, I'm learning. I'm truly learning, and it's really a nice and beautiful experience. I see Jesus Christ understands what I'm doing, and I'm understanding. I ask Jesus Christ to see this. I feel a nice and beautiful experience around here because I came here to see what I'm doing. And because I'm doing this, I'm learning a lot. I see Jesus Christ saying, that's how it is. That's how it is in life. That when you learn a lot, you learn something around life. And that's how it is, yeah. I'm learning so much about business and how to write my number at the back of my business card to give other people so that I can go and really understand to give a speech. And if they understand my personal number is my phone number that they can call me on personally. And that's how it is, yeah. But I never give my personal number out unless it's the nice and beautiful notion to give. And now, because other people see me giving, then I have a nice and beautiful notion over here. Because anytime you're giving, then just always revert to giving people. And I see a nice and beautiful lizard over here. I see a beautiful lizard around here. I ask Jesus Christ to bring Steve Irwin right here. I say, oh crikey, I see one of these nice and beautiful lizards right here. This one is a nice and beautiful backstrip lizard. I'm pretty sure this one over here loves me, man. I mean, you can actually come on my nice and beautiful lap right here. That's how it is, yeah. Steve Irwin is more like that. So Steve Irwin is somebody of an inspiration, and I have to also promote him inside of my Instagram. That's exactly how Steve Irwin. That's exactly how Steve Irwin does it, man. I mean, oh, crikey, man. Did you see the? He said, "Did you look at the bugger? Did you see the bugger? Did you see him when he was looking at you, man? When he was looking at you." And did you see how he looked? I see the lizard. The lizard was looking at me, man. He puts his head. I see Steve Irwin is laughing with me. I mean, because that's how I speak to Steve Irwin. I speak to all these people who are in eternity, who have gone from this world, and I speak to the spirits. I speak to the spirits out there, and I'm pretty sure Jesus Christ does the same thing, because Jesus Christ says that he speaks to God all the time. You understand? So that's what I'm doing too. I'm speaking to God all the time. I'm speaking to all the spirits out there, because that's what Jesus Christ does, and that's what you need to do always. And that's how you understand. You drop your business cards into people's laps over here, and then guess what? Once you have a business, and people can come see you. But that's how it is, yeah. And what you do is understand that no matter what, that I have the biggest joke on Miss Greenfield right here, because I'm charging her $200 to see me, and that's how it is, yeah. I mean, imagine you. I mean, you're a teacher at a high school or a public school, and your student comes to charge you $200 to see them. I mean, how do you feel, huh? I mean, how do you feel when your year 2 student from 2003, and then now it's 2021, but somebody comes from fucking 2003 in your life and says $200 to see me? I mean, how do you feel, huh? I mean, yeah, I mean, that's how it is, yeah. I mean, that's what you need to do always. So you focus on giving that nice and beautiful mail to other people, and I understand that some people on actual nice and beautiful, let's say, the nice and beautiful mailbox, approach, they put no junk mail. I mean, what do they mean by that though? I mean, what's junk mail though? I mean, what's the junk mail in life? I mean, you understand? So make sure you understand that, or they have some kind of junk mail or some shit. So they're asking for junk mail, are they? Or no, they're saying no junk mail. But what is junk mail really? Approach, other people are just going to drop something into the mailbox. What are they really on about with junk mail? I mean, be more specific about what junk mail is, man. Or should they say, ask Jesus Christ to see this. I'm pretty sure this person's saying no junk mail, but what kind of junk mail? What are you on about? I mean, give me more information about what you're on about first. What kind of junk mail are you talking about? I mean, that's a long junk mail. What are you on about, man? Understand? I mean, that's the thing, yeah. I mean, they're very angry people. First, they're saying they're very angry. I see Jesus Christ saying very angry people. I mean, what do you see? I say honest. When you see people who say no junk mail, when they say no junk mail in this one, when they're fucking angry, when they're expressing anger in words to you, when they're saying fuck this life, they fucking hate life, man. That's the fucking funniest thing, man. Oh, when they hate life. I mean, there's another one over here and says no junk mail again. When these people hate life, I'll give you something better than junk, boy. I mean, come here. I see this one saying no junk mail, thank you. When this one's saying no junk mail, I asked Jesus Christ to see this. I see this one saying no junk mail, but this one's saying no junk mail, thank you. Actually, now because this one says thank you, this one be happier than the other one. This one is at least saying, this guy is actually saying thank you at least to me. The other one saying no junk mail. So I mean, there's a big difference, huh? There's a big difference in words over here. So what I do now is I'm focusing on saying that what I do over there is I can just drop it in the mail. But guess what? I can go walk around over there. I can go give my nice and beautiful Kern Street over there and give the people over there my nice and beautiful business card. And I'll go and do it. Because that's another nice and beautiful. That's another beautiful dream I can make for myself, where I can post my beautiful business cards in people's mails over there. Where I'm understanding straight away to go and do that for myself. So I have plenty of time, but the thing about this is I'm asking how I'm seeing over here, but no teachers want to come see me. Actually, it's much more how it is, yeah. But that's how I understand that Jesus Christ says that if they're unavailable, then it's much more how they feel that they're, let's say, they feel shy. I mean, they feel shy to see me. I love that. I promise you. Like I caught Miss Greenfield. I caught Miss Greenfield in the act, and she's saying, "Yeah, I mean, really? Yeah, that's how it is." But they never understand I'm recording the conversation as well. I'm recording the conversation, but it's a nice and beautiful aspect of life now where I understand I have people follow me, but I go and do these business cards over here. I understand I have nice and beautiful business cards around here to do, and a little bit, I understand straight away. As soon as you give your business cards, I mean, just save one business card and go and give to those people if you want. But I'm understanding every single day how to go and do a greater job. So I have plenty of business cards to give out. Love I understand all they can see straight away the business and or they can see the business module of what I'm doing. And they can see straight away who I am and how I am leveling myself up. They can see how they have to be. I love it. There's a big difference over here between the teachers and myself, and they see straight away what the business is. I love it. Now, because they see my business, they're more likely to go and do what I'm doing today. Because they're saying now that this kid over here is doing the newest kind of way today to promote business today. So I'm doing the newest way today, I promise you. I'm doing the newest way to promote my business today. And that's what I'm saying, that he's doing, when they're saying, I mean, he's doing a public speaking seminar in town, or he's going and doing a public speaking seminar around town. And guess what, it's more how it is, yeah? So, for more information, now guess what, that since it's that kind of day, guess what, they are all in on it. They all understand this. That if they come like this and they give me $200 on the day, I ask Jesus Christ to see this. All those teachers can see that they can come on the 28th of May and give me $200 each. Now they're in on that, and Jesus Christ says that they have a feeling that they never want to come because somehow I have more success, bro. I have more success, and why is that? Because I'm asking for $200 from all of them, and that's why they never want to. They never want to give it to me. I promise you, I can see it. But what they can give me personally is freedom in terms of they can share me around. And Jesus Christ says they can share me around, and they can also look at me online for the rest of my life. But that's the thing, yeah. But to give me $200, I promise you, they have jealousy over here. I promise you, all of them have jealousy over here. But Miss Greenfield, I promise you, I asked Jesus Christ to see Miss Greenfield. I promise you, no, I promise you, all of them. I promise you, all of them. I promise you, all in on it. I love it. I promise you, all in on it. Because the whole school are there in terms of all the teachers understand straight away who I am. And I'm asking for money, but they never want to give me money. I understand? I love it. I promise you, although that's because they are losing. I promise you, they're losing throughout life. I understand? So I'm focusing on understanding to just go and do a greater job for myself. But as I give a greater job for myself, I promise you, other people can see how nice I am. But that's how I understand straight away that people allow you to see them. If people allow you to see them, then it's how it is. I ask Jesus Christ, I understand that. I understand this question over here. If they gave me $200 to see me, I ask Jesus Christ to see this. They get Netflix. They get Netflix package with me, and Netflix package means that they can watch Netflix that fast. They can watch Netflix that fast. They can see my 23. They can see my 1 hour rule. They can see my information, what I have about business today. They can see all of this. They can see the nice and beautiful way of how I live my life and all the newest information. Just with that $200 that they can give me, but they understand. I realize everything I have in terms of I can give them everything on that day. And I'm giving them everything I have. I have everything to give them. I ask Jesus Christ to see this. I give them all my information about everything I do on the day. They are missing out completely, man. I understand, but that's how. It's much more how I realize. But guess what? That's why I understand I'm more successful. I love it. That's why in eternity, I speak to them and I say, hey, this is what you mean. I realize this is what you guys are missing out on. I love it. But guess what? No. They actually get the information anyway. I give them the information on the day. But that's if they watch it. I ask Jesus Christ to see this. I ask Jesus Christ, are they going to watch my seminar there? Jesus Christ says, some may actually watch it. Some actually may watch it, but that's how it is, yeah? So no matter what, it's much more how it is. So because I put it in my actual YouTube channel, so they miss nothing out. They miss nothing on me. But the thing is, some may actually watch it, so other people may never watch it. So it means that some is actually watching my seminar that is online only. I understand, but that's how it is. I'll let it be that way. I'll give them all the free knowledge, man. That's why I always win. I'll win a prize. I ask Jesus Christ to say this. Are they coming somewhere down the line to give me money somewhere? Jesus Christ says, Miss Laxton may show up somewhere in my life. I promise you. I see Miss Laxton may show up somewhere in my life to give me some money. I promise you. I see Miss Laxton may show up because she can see I'm honest. I'm honest. And that's how it is, yeah? But these other people understand they're already gone. I mean, so anyway, I mean, just focus on your life in different ways, and just understand that since I'm actually doing this, I'm understanding straight away how I feel. And how I feel is that I'm learning something different about the art of persuasion in my life over here, and I'm focusing on just placing my business cards in mailboxes here. So just go and ask always. I'm always asking, you shall receive, as Jesus Christ says. Say, ask and you shall receive. I mean, what do you want? But guess what? I promise you, I have other people in my life. I never need them at my seminar. I promise you, I never need them to come to my seminar, man. I ask for them to come. But if you never want to come, I can ask you to come. But if you never want to come, I never need you. I never need you at the seminar. I never need anybody to come to my seminar, man. I never need any of you to come to my seminar. Whereas I realize if I'm holding an event around town and you can see that I'm coming, I never need you. I never need you to come to my seminar, man. I never need you guys to come to my events. You understand? I'm more successful anyway. I promise you, it's much more. I have more attention anyway. So the thing is, every single day, if you want to go and see something, then I can go to Caramel High School and give everybody personally these business cards. I mean, understand? But that's how it is. And every single time, I'm always focusing on understanding they have to go through the front office and just a little bit. And if they want to see you, then you ask. I mean, is it possible to see you? And I focus on understanding straight away that I'm doing something. I understand that no matter what, I'm just understanding that if somebody says, hey, tell him that I went to the car. And guess what? If they say that, but they never went to the car, guess what? It's more how they're saying to just bugger off. I mean, they're telling now, are they lying though? No, they're never lying to you. They're never lying to you here. But before I was believing in lies over here. I was believing lies because that's how it is. I see it. And that's something I just uncover now. I can see straight away how I was. So it's more how you can imagine yourself as a teacher, and if you're over there in the office somewhere and somebody comes and says, hey, I want you guys to be able to go and see something over here. So for example, let's say you're in the office. I apologize. I'm the nice and beautiful person who says I love I always. But the thing is that I understand straight away that if you're going throughout life and you're understanding that you're in the office somewhere and somebody says, somebody wants to see you. And somebody tells you that, and you say, tell them to bugger off in a way that, you're actually telling the person to say to them that you went to the car, but you never did go to the car. In that moment, you're never going into the car, but you're available, but you're telling another person to tell them that you went to the car, but you never did go into the car. You're just in the office over there. You're in the office, but you're telling the person who came to you to tell them that you went to the car, but you're still in the office. Understand? But it just means that I was believing in lies over here, and it's more how that person says then that they never want to see you because they're just honest about you. So the whole point is just understand how to go and deliver content that you want to people. And as you deliver content, and guess what happens? I have more than enough success all the time. It's more how if I go into an office, I promise you, if I go into an office and I say to you who comes up to me and you say to me, oh, somebody came to see you, and I say, I went to the car. Tell them I went to the car, but I'm still in the office. It means I'm just trying to deflect you. I'm just trying to tell you, hey, just go away from me. Just go away from me. In a sense, so they're showing me that they have no interest to see me anymore. They sound like they have no interest about me. So guess what? It's much more how I feel that I had so much more, let's say, empathy, and I have so much more empathy for everybody in life. But that's what teachers are, man. Guess what? Teachers, do you see what they've done to me? Guess what? I have this nice and beautiful emotion now to tell you about my experience about teachers, high schools and elementary schools now. And guess what? You guys can see I went to see teachers, and these teachers are saying to me like, they're never even showing up to see me, and they're always deflecting the knowledge about me, and they're saying that they never want to see me. I went with Mr. There's all these people, for example, who I went to see, and then if I can never see it coming, I mean, saying, but guess what, it's more how I understand that what's important right here is focusing on understanding. If you go and understand that, for example, with my experience, you guys can see my experience with teachers over here. I mean, they never did. I mean, they are at the office. I mean, and some people are gone from the actual thing, but they're unavailable to see me. I mean, they're unavailable to see me, but they're at the office. I mean, all they have to do is fucking step up to see me. But for fucking over, let's say, 15 years, I'm saying, Mr. Webster, Mr. Webster, Mr. Webster. I love him. I love you. I love all. But guess what, bro? It's more how he never wants to fucking see me. I mean, he never wants to fucking see me. I mean, do I say Mr. Webster still? I promise, yeah. But I mean, you see, you give so many people credit. I mean, you give them so much credit over time. I mean, you give them so much credit, and they never want to see you ever again. I mean, and that's the thing, yeah. I mean, everybody's going throughout life differently, but you find yourself giving too much credit to other people, and other people never appreciate your credit. I love that. But guess what? They have to appreciate you anyway, but they never appreciate to see you face to face to talk to you. I understand, but it's more how you have excitement to see them, and they have no excitement to see you. I mean, and that's how I feel. So you must understand. So as I go throughout life and I'm promoting myself over here in Cabramatta, I'm making sure you understand that I went to see all these teachers. I went to see over 6 teachers. I've seen one of them by spotlight here and there, and I just spoke to her in terms of Miss Greenfield. But these other ones, they never show up. Some of them are never there, and some of them are there, but they're hiding. I mean, so because they hide like that, it's more how I understand I'm never hiding myself. I love I. But that's why I'm always doing a greater job anyway than them, and that's how I see life. And how I see life is a different way to go and love myself differently, and that's the whole point, yeah. And the whole point is just go and focus on your life. I love I see how other people can adapt to me, and I understand straight away that they're already adapting to me. They're adapting to my knowledge over here. I mean, I'm showing them a different side to business and what can happen. I love I. Whereas now, I understand that no matter what, that Miss Laxton can actually show up. I understand that Jesus Christ says that Miss Laxton can come and see you. And I'm understanding that no matter what, it's more how it is. And I focus on understanding that as I go and grow myself, it's more the case. I mean, in a sense, so it's more how I feel that she's already moving on from those people in different ways. I'm actually understanding that she actually went. I mean, she's actually gone from that place. I mean, she actually had to go. I mean, Miss Laxton's very honest with me. I mean, in a sense, so something came up. I mean, in a sense. So anyway, I'll move on. I mean, she can return the favor to me. She can say, hey, I can finally see you now, and that's it. I mean, I invite her to see me, and that's it. I mean, that's different, yeah. Well, it's more how she's like my second mother, man. Oh, I mean, anyway, so what I do now is I just go around giving my business cards to these people in terms of these neighborhoods around here, and I'll just go and drop all these business cards into people's mailboxes. So it's much better to put in the mailboxes, because there's 30 mailboxes together, than to go to knock on all the doors, because that's a longer way. That's a longer way to do it. But go the closer way. I mean, the closer way is over here. I have over 60 business cards to give out. I mean, since no matter what, you can understand it's all mailboxes around here. So I'm saying I have over 60 mailboxes over here, and I just stand in one spot and give it. I mean, since I have over here, I have over 24 boxes, and I have over 45 boxes over here as more. I mean, guess what, bro? That is more for me. But guess what, bro? It's more how I understand. I can see 45 boxes, and I can see another 24. So there you go, man. I mean, in a sense, so as I give these business cards quickly, I have 10 cents over here. I realize Jesus Christ says, with the 10 cents over here, I realize that's more how it is. I realize Jesus Christ says that you go and give it to somebody. I'll go and grab this 10 cents and I give it to somebody. And that's how it is, yeah. I mean, you can always get money from the floor, or if you find money on the floor somewhere, you can pick it up and you can go and give it. I love it. Rosh Jesus Christ says that if you just leave it there, you can give it to somebody else. Rosh Jesus Christ says that if you pick it up, you can receive it. Rosh Jesus Christ says if you pick it up, then you can receive it for yourself. I love it. Rosh that's how Jesus Christ says that he himself does grab it. Rosh does. I realize does Jesus Christ grab it though? Rosh Jesus Christ says, Rosh Jesus Christ says that he can. Rosh he can. But Jesus Christ says personally, Rosh he goes and does it. Rosh he goes and grabs it. Oh my, I love it. I'm learning something with Jesus Christ here, bro. Jesus Christ picks up some money on the floor and he can give it to somebody. In a sense, so that's how it is, yeah? But that's how you just learn very quickly upon what you can do to succeed differently. And I'm dropping one over here as well to make sure that people can just pick it up. And Jesus Christ says, with that one there, Jesus Christ says, Jesus Christ says, get it and put it into a mailbox. Because it's much more, let's say, of a nice and beautiful way. I can see straight away how it's different, yeah? And I'm asking Jesus Christ I'm always asking Jesus Christ what I can do around here in terms of business cards. But there you go. I mean, you just go into different areas of life where it's nice and beautiful, let's say, different ways of life, and I'm not saying I'm very successful, Jesus Christ says. And I'm just learning very quickly upon how I just go and grow myself differently. Because I deserve to succeed because I can speak like this, I can speak my beautiful life, I can speak my words, I can speak all the Jesus Christ words of the planet. And that way I'm more successful the more I speak words of Jesus Christ every single day. Because the words of Jesus Christ is everything that you see in a dictionary. In terms of all the words you see out there, it's all Jesus Christ. You understand? Jesus Christ is all the words of a dictionary. Jesus Christ says that's what it is. Jesus Christ says every single word out there is what Jesus Christ is. But you may say, but Jesus Christ is evil? Or Jesus Christ is the word evil? Or the word evil is good. Understand? I mean, the word evil is good. I mean, the word evil never hurts you. I mean, the evil word never hurts you in life. And I just grab this one and I go and give it to somebody. I just go and give it to somebody to have a service for myself, and I let it be. I made 10 cents. Whereas Jesus Christ says that's what I mean. Whereas that's what I mean. I'm learning quickly to just go and just dwell upon giving. I'm just dwelling upon giving business cards personally. I'm not saying that no matter what, it's more how I feel. That every time I go and give my business card differently, I'm not saying that Jesus Christ says that with them. Jesus Christ says just go somewhere, and I'm saying Jesus Christ says that with that. I'm glad I'm asking Jesus Christ. When Jesus Christ says if you want to go and do it, then go and do it. I'm not sure. Does Jesus Christ do it though? Or Jesus Christ says that he goes over there and he goes, I'm pretty sure he just goes and gives it. I mean, you go and give it. Or that's different, yeah. Or it's much more how I just go to the neighborhood here. I'll go to the neighborhood, and as I walk along, I just go and give all my business cards. Is what I'm doing. And I just focus on giving quickly upon everything. But people can see straight away that I'm making money. I'm making different money work. I'm not saying I'm doing much greater as a human. I'm not saying that they can see exactly how I do life differently, and as I do life differently, I'm focusing on everything. I'm focusing on saying that straight away I can see how other people are retaliating toward me in different ways. But I'm learning anyway what to do. I'm learning my beautiful life and how it actually works. And that's it. God gave you a beautiful life of words and spoke words into you. And God spoke words into you because today you're speaking words, aren't you? And that's because God helps you with that. And God helps you to experience life. And the more life you can experience, the better for you. I mean, that's how it is, yeah? And you're learning. When you're learning something quick, when you're learning how to give the neighborhood the business cards, then people can come and see you. And people say straight away how I'm feeling about life. I can see straight away, I get some good remarks about everything. And then people can understand straight away what Mega Drive is, for example. And what the fuck is Mega? And they're saying, what is Mega? A Mega Drive, baby. It's how it is, yeah? I'm just the word I always. I'm promoting myself always with different aspects of life. I'm focusing on giving business cards as much as I can. And as I give my business card quickly, I focus on understanding that it's much more how it is, yeah? But as I promote myself, I succeed differently. I focus on making sure that no matter what, it's more how I feel that other people deserve to see me differently. And I focus on understanding that sometimes people shove in all this stuff into the mailbox, so you have to fold up your business card and shove it in as well. And that's how it is, yeah? So make sure you understand to never get angry, but express the words of anger. And express your words of anger. And express yourself and talk about your anger, is what I'm saying. I mean, talk about what frustrates you. I mean, talk about all the negativity out there. And talk about what evil is. I mean, talk about what evil is to you. I mean, talk about everything. I mean, talk about what's good and evil in life. And talk about it. I mean, express yourself around the violence that you have in your life. I mean, express the words of violence. I mean, express the words of it. I mean, express the words of everything. I mean, express the stress that you have. Express the stress and mental health issues you may have in life. I mean, express it all. I mean, express as much as you can. But everything is temporary. I hear Jesus Christ say, everything is temporary for you. in life. Over here. Understand? But eternity is long lasting. Understand? But that's how it is. Understand that it's more, Jesus Christ says everything's long lasting in eternity, but over here in this world, it's temporary. Just like Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ came here temporarily, but in eternity, Jesus Christ is here for eternity, understand? So you always have something new along the way. So as you go and live your life to the fullest, then you have to learn all the way. Then you have to learn how quickly I can go and give business cards today. I'm giving business cards to mailboxes today. I was planning to go around car parks, understand? Because I understand how I can actually focus upon getting my Uber driver to drive me around where flats are. I can go around the flats with Uber. I can go around the flats with taxis. I can go and get a taxi service or any kind of Uber service or Didi service today. And I can go and understand straight away how I'm feeling. So Lavai here, Lavai. Or I can go and get all that money. I can make $1 trillion. I lie. I can make $1 trillion. What Jesus Christ says, if you do that, what Jesus Christ says, go and do it. Versus it's more how I feel that it's just evolution. I can make all this money come true for me. What to achieve when I achieved $1 trillion? I already have that trillion. I already have the $1 trillion. The more words I give is the more money. More money is the more words, for fuck's sake. You understand? Somebody else, Jesus Christ says that somebody else is going to do that. Or else Jesus Christ says that somebody else may do that, because I gave the knowledge anyway, yeah? Jesus Christ says, yeah. It means that you're giving other people the chance to do that. That's how it is. I never have to fucking go sue. I never have to go sue the company of Uber and Didi. Somebody else is doing that. Somebody else is doing that. I have more than enough money already. I never have to put myself in that situation. So that's how it is, yeah. I never have to put myself in that situation. Jesus Christ says, just give the knowledge to somebody else and do it. I ask Jesus Christ, what does Jesus Christ do in this situation? I see Jesus Christ says, just go and give the knowledge to somebody else to do it. And that's it. If you want to make money, then just make other people money. Make them money. And that's how it is. One person can do that. Just one individual can do that. Just see. That's all it is. Every single day I'm looking to just give the words, man. I do greater anyway. I do greater all the time, man. Different words, and I'm focusing always on delivering content. But that's how it is, man. As I give content, I'm looking for different scenarios always to focus upon understanding that I've over here some people, so I move on, man. I have nothing against anybody. I'm making sure anyway that if people want to get my business card, then they can. Or they can get my business card if they want to. But that's the thing, yeah. I'm learning very quickly upon how to promote myself. I see this guy over here has a gate, which has a gate around here, which has a security system around here as well. Actually, these people have gates around here, but guess what? I realize they're close to the fucking cars around here, man. I realize they're close to cars, I realize they have a gate. I realize they lock themselves inside, man. And look at that. I realize they're right next to the street around here, man. Look at where they are. In fucking Cabramatta, man. For fuck's sake. Yes, they have fucking big fucking real estate. Is that big real estate? Probably there's bigger real estate. It's some type of real estate. Fucking real estate. For fuck's sake. Their fucking real estate is in Cabramatta. And they're living in it. And they're living in that real estate, for fuck's sake. Yes. It's nice to live in that. It's nice to live in it for one day. For fuck's sake. Just one day. Understand? Go around the world and travel the world, man. Instead of living in Cabramatta. Understand? So, as I go and grow, I'm the mailman. And the mailman's coming today. There you go. Understand? So, just give out business cards slowly and just visit where you came from. I came from here, man. There's all these nice and beautiful places around here. And guess what, bro? It's more how I understand straight away how I feel. And I feel nicely and beautiful. I see all these gates and how they block the real estate, man. It's a nice and beautiful real estate. I have to promise you that the guy can fucking just open his garage and come into the real estate and just enjoy it, man. I see exactly how that is. I can see it's not. I ask Jesus Christ to see these real estates. So there's nice and beautiful real estates around here, but to live in that for one day only. Just one day. There's a lot of real estates, man. I'm not sure. There's so much real estate so you can go and see in life, but imagine how many times you can go around the world traveling instead of getting $4 million for one real estate. I mean, you can use $4 million to travel the world. I want to travel the world with $4 million. I love that. I want to travel the whole world with $4 million. Then fucking live in some Cabramatta fucking town with some real estate that looks quite expensive. I mean, everything is never quite expensive, but I'd rather go travel the world than live in some house in Cabramatta that fucking is affordable. And guess what? I'd rather travel the world anyway. I mean, in the sense of, that's the whole point, yeah? I mean, the whole point is focus on delivering content in a way that you're learning something about life. I have plenty of time. I mean, over here, I was playing fucking with the trampoline around here. I was just across to see this. I was around here doing some trampoline work, and fucking somebody broke my arm, man, around here. I mean, for fuck's sake. I mean, do you understand? When fucking some Samoa guy or Tonga guy or fucking Torres Strait Islander guy fucking jumps on me and on my arm while on the trampoline, and the trampoline's going downhill and it's fucking bouncing down, and fucking my arm fucking dislocates because he's on my fucking arm while the trampoline's going down, and fucking he's so heavy, man. In a sense, so anyway, I'll fucking remember that day. I fucking remember here, I see Jesus Christ saying, over here, I did fucking jump out of the car, man. I was Jesus Christ to see this. I fucking, over here, I fucking jump out of the car, man. I mean, how fucking stupid is that, man? I fucking broke my nose around here in fucking Curtin Street. And Curtin Street over here, I promise you, this woman fucking came to pick me up. And I said 3, 2, 1, and I fucking jump out of the car, man. And the car's going around 30 miles an hour, I promise you. Whereas the car's going around 30 miles an hour, and I was around 5 years of age. And I fucking jump out of the car, man. I was around 5 years of age, and I jump out of the car. I start fucking rolling on the fucking floor, on the fucking cement here. And fucking my nose was broken for 19 years, man. Or as my nose was broken for around 19 years, man. And I was fucking breathing like an asthmatic, man. I was like an asthmatic. You understand? Remember that house over here. Over here, fucking my biological father fucking chucks my mother down the stairs around here. I fucking remember that place, man. I want to go see it. I want to go see it as well. I promise you. I can fucking remember that memory, man. I have to go and see it, bro. Or is it just that, man? I want to do a photo right here. I see this is James Court. Right here. So I'm focusing on understanding I have plenty of time, but it's just memories, man. I mean, over here is the Cabramatta swimming pool over here. Apparently there was this fucking large drop where you can fucking climb the ladder on the fucking Cabramatta over here. And what happens is that is fucking large jump where you can go and climb the ladder and fucking jump into the swimming pool from the top over there. And it was it was the largest one in fucking Sydney. It was the largest one in Sydney, bro. Where you can fucking jump all the way up from that fucking story thing, fucking all the way down. You understand? I'm pretty sure that there was much bigger ones. I'll do a video over here. Anyway, guys, so what's important for me now is just focusing on something better for myself. So what I want to do is I just want to cross the road over here and get my nice and beautiful business cards. And I'll just do it right now, because that way I'm focusing on helping myself to succeed. And that's how it is, yeah? I'm focusing on making sure that I have more enough success all the time to go and deliver content. But I just go over here to just see the nice and beautiful aspect of life over here. So as I grow myself quickly, I'm making sure I have more enough success all the time to go and deliver what I need to succeed daily. I'm making sure I'm just giving my business card quickly to people, because that way I'm learning quickly upon helping myself to deliver something that's actually helping me move forward. But I realize what helps me move forward is a different way of life. And that's how it is, yeah? So you have to understand straight away how it feels to be able to go and understand your life. But anybody who can understand your life must be you. You have to understand straight away how you can go and really help salvage your life in different ways. So just focus on helping yourself, especially to give your business cards to people. But you just do it one time and move on, and never again do you do it. I mean, go to a new area, go to new places, but fulfill your dream. Fulfill something that you are. And there's always something new that you can do. That's how it is, yeah? Once you do something differently every single time, then you're focusing on a greater way of life for yourself. That way you understand straight away how the whole school can always see you and what's happening. But if they never invite me to come to give a speech, then guess what? I ask Jesus Christ to see how they are doing in terms of, I see how they're doing, but it's more how I ask Jesus Christ to see, I ask Jesus Christ over here, I mean, are they going to invite me to the actual school over there to give a public speaking speech? Eventually Jesus Christ says, I feel that they can, or actually they can invite me. I see Jesus Christ is saying that they're talking about it. But that's how I see this over here. I see I have to come and see this. I see Jesus Christ says that it's more likely they can, it's more likely they can invite me. So I let it be that way. Actually, it's more a yes for me. So now I'm staying over here, man. And then here it is. I ask Jesus Christ to see this over here. Actually, this is where my biological mother, man, and my biological dad pushes her down the stairs. And it's around 5 stairs, man. I remember this, man. I mean, she's right here, man. Whereas that's how it feels, huh? Whereas over here, I get my knife, I get a knife, and I say, why are you touching my biological mother? I mean, he pushes her down 5 stairs. You understand? I can watch her from this point. I love you. I can see her running down. See her grabbing a bag. I mean, she grabs a bag and she just runs away. I mean, I feel Jesus Christ is understanding me. I mean, she went barefoot. I mean, she ran barefoot away from me. And that day, she never came back in the house, man. You understand? I mean, she never came back from that day. I mean, that's how it is. I could just understand that moment. What are you doing? Why are you throwing my mother down the stairs? But she never deserves that, man. I mean, do you understand? I mean, she fucking hit her head on the fucking wall, man. I was around 5 years of age. See, the railing is still here, man. I mean, this same railing is right here. It's still the same railing from long ago, man. You understand? And I'll let it be, man. I can see it straight away. I can see the memory here. I can see exactly how it was, man. I see I fucking went into the room over here and my biological dad's fucking my mum in the night time. I can see that straight away. I asked Jesus Christ to see that. I see I was walking over here, and I understand Jesus Christ can see. I see all there's just emphasis to show Jesus Christ. I realized he's fucking my mum in the night time, and then he fucking hits me because I realized because I did walk in the room while he was fucking her. I mean, understand? I had to go through that too. And fucking over here, I fucking have a kitchen, and a fucking knife, and I was trying to slice something, I was trying to fucking make something for myself, and I was slicing my hands. My hands were fucking all slicing. I had all fucking cuts on my hands for some reason. That's the fucking worst, man. I mean, imagine cutting your, imagine cutting your hands. Imagine cutting your hands around 10 times each. I mean, it's around that. I mean, around 10 times I cut myself with a fucking knife, trying to fucking cut something and trying to make something for myself. I mean, over here, I remember Jesus Christ says over here, I fucking had little food to eat. But guess what? Bro, it's more how they're saying that. Bro, they're saying I had little food to eat. I was unaware of that. I was unaware of that in terms of how much food I was having. But I understand my biological dad and mum were warming up the milk over here. When they were warming up my milk. I was drinking milk. I was playing different stuff. I was playing marbles around here. I was playing marbles around here. I was playing some marbles around here on the Christmas tree. I was also watching, I was watching Jackie Chan over here. I was watching some Jackie Chan around here. And night time I was watching Freddy Krueger around here too. I was watching Freddy Krueger. I was running away from my dad into the room because my biological dad wasn't about to come into the room. I went to sleep before. I was so afraid of my biological dad that I never did want to watch the TV, because if my biological dad comes into an actual house, he's going to hit me. And I went to sleep instead. I ran away to sleep because my biological dad is going to hit me. When I said, I was so afraid of him. I brush it here. My neighbor, right here, has a heart attack, man. I remember that over here. They're fucking walking around here, and he has a heart attack. I realized Jennifer over here comes into my house, and we're fucking watching Simpsons around here. And we're watching Simpsons, and I realize we're playing around. Understand? I remember my neighbor's right here with me too. I asked my neighbor to be with me here. And also, the nice and beautiful tutor, I have a tutor that comes here with me, and she's trying to help me to learn something. I have a tutor. But that's it, man. And that's some memories around here. I'll focus on that. I'm probably now, anyway, there's something worse that can happen than that moment. I'm there's something even worse than that can happen. But I went to get the knife. I said, why did you fucking touch her? And why are you touching her with the knife? I'm never touching her with a knife, it's more how I'm asking always much more. But the thing is, I said to my dad, I had a knife ready to stab him. I was so close to stabbing him. I said, why are you touching her like this? Why did you do that? Understand? It's still the same floor as well. It's still the same floor right here. It's just a memory, man. I've grown up. I see my neighbour saying, I've grown up. I'm doing different. I see the lights still here the same. Actually, this is where I grew up, man. Actually, it's more how I have to show you in a video as well. So anyway, guys, so that's the whole point. I just went to make a video about all that, so I can just show you guys images of how I was living before and where I was living as well. So you can have a background about Danny Milivojevic, so you can understand something about my life. That's the whole point. Yeah, the whole point is make sure you drop your business cards right into the actual mailbox, so it never flies out. And that way you're just understanding, just to show appreciation. Thank you very much, neighbor. Thank you. I make sure every single day I'm just learning very quickly upon my life over here. I'm understanding I have everything. I thank you. So Jesus Christ says, I give you eternity. I have eternity, man. But that's how it is, man. For sure. I have a individual who I understand in the middle. I never have violence around me, but I understand my father, in terms of my biological father, is very violent back in the days, and I just move on. But that's how it is. You must understand how much he was scaring me, man. He was scaring me so much, and you must understand that today, he tries to scare me even today. You understand? He's trying to scare me today even as well. You understand? He's just like arrogant guy, mate. Make sure I understand that what's important is understanding how you can go and live your life differently. And just go enjoy yourself in different ways, and understand to drop your business cards in different ways, and understand how it is to feel. I feel that no matter what I can say, and Jesus Christ over here says, just show them. Show them that you're calling them, and just speak to them as well. I realize over here, I'm not saying that no matter what, that they may be home. I realize that it's much more how I feel. I can go and talk to them as well. And it's much more I feel close to them as well. But the thing is over here, I feel they're home. I just came to give you my business card. whereas I have to go anyway. I have to see Jesus Christ is saying, just go over here. Whereas that his actual grandparents or his actual biological dad and mum is here. I'm talking about Marko Petrinović's actual dad and mum. I'm just living in this house over here, but I understand anyway, it's all different, yeah? So I just focus on giving content. And everybody has different mailboxes today. I have something different, I don't know why. I want to make sure that anyway, what's important is something is helping me to see over here. I was avoiding confrontation over here. Like, I'm never afraid. I go over here. Well, why do I avoid that confrontation? Well, I'm never afraid. I'm not afraid of anything, but that's the thing, yeah? I'm gaining strength. I'm gaining strength over here. And I just go and talk to them and just say, hey, I came to give them a business card. Say, how are you? Come to see how you guys are. So I have nothing against you guys today. I'm making sure anyway that what I do is I understand Jesus Christ says, go inside. And go and contact them. And that's the thing, yeah? Whereas it's all different. Whereas it's all how I understand straight away how I feel. But guess what? I just focus upon helping myself to deliver content. But guess what? Whereas it's been a while, man. It's been a while. Whereas it's more how I feel to just go and grow up. I grow up differently. Make sure that no matter what, I'm happier and happier. And I just go knock on the doors. I knock on their doors and see if they're here. See if they're here, they're here. And if they're never here, I just focus upon something different. But let's have a look. I have to focus upon helping myself. And this which I see they're never home. I love you. I'm on. I'm courageous, but guess what, bro? It's just I'm never afraid of anything, man. I mean, it's more how I feel that I was afraid. I was afraid to approach them before. I mean, why is that? But it's because I had no word I, man. I had no word I. Or they've made me feel afraid, huh? I love you. I love you. I'll move on. I love you. I'll move on. Or it's just how it is, yeah? I was feeling afraid. I was feeling afraid to go up to them at all. So that's the kind of people they are then. I mean, understand? I was feeling afraid. But that's how it is, yeah? I'll move on. I mean, they never made me feel, let's say, welcome to the point where I can just go up to them to enjoy myself, yeah? I love you. I'll move on. I love you, but I'll show myself back. Guess what? I promise you, if they try to fucking fight me or something, I'm not afraid of them now, but they made me feel afraid before, I promise you. They made me feel afraid in life. I just move on, man. Whereas they came to me over there at Carnival to say sorry and all that, in terms of what was going on with us, in terms of how everything was happening. I'm just moving on, bro. Whereas it's more how it is, yeah? I promise you, if people have to make you feel afraid to talk to them, then just understand straight away that there are people who make people feel afraid. You know what I'm saying? I mean, never be around those people in the first place. I feel unsafe. I'm never unsafe. I'm never an unsafe guy. Whew. But guess what? I promise you, it's how it is, yeah? And you have to understand just to talk more anyway. And focus upon helping your life to succeed differently. It's what you need to do. But I'm never a failure. In a sense, when I focus upon helping my life do better, I'm never doing that again. But if you're knocking on doors and they never open, then guess what? I mean, just go and live your life, and I never hate you, never hate anything. But that's how it is, yeah? I'm giving my business cards along the way. But they're just somebody who are just living here. Because they're just lucky to live there. Because they're lucky to live there. If they were never there, I never visit them. In a sense, so every single day, it's much more how it is, yeah? They're just in my path over here, because I understand anyway. I made some nice and beautiful videos around here, so I'm focusing on something different, but I'm learning different aspects of life, and that's how it is.